to look at Cardano, there would be nothing but optimism, excitement, and enthusiasm. Unfortunately, Cardano lives embedded within a broader industry.
Cardano founder says FTX meltdown might be one of the last crises in crypto. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has reacted to the collapse of the FTX cryptocurrency exchange, suggesting that the incident might be among the last crises to hit the digital asset space. According to Hoskinson, incidents similar to the FTX situation are getting complex, considering that they have ripple effects on other ecosystem players. Also noted that the cycle be bad. Hoskinson added that the implication of FTX collapse would likely mirror market events that followed the Terra, Luna ecosystem crash that resulted in cascading effects on companies like Celsius Network and Three Arrows Capital. I think this might be the bottom, one of the last ones to deal with. It's going to be hard to predict how bad it will be, and it could certainly potentially be very bad. There are not many more firms that were like FTX or Alameda or like Three Arrows Capital and so forth. At least in this cycle, I truly do hope that this is the last cycle of this nature, said Hoskinson. Impact of 2021 excesses. Although details behind FTX's insolvency remain scanty, Hoskinson stated that the collapse is an impact of the general crypto market's excesses of 2021. It's just an example of the excesses that I repeatedly warned people about in 2021 and all throughout this year, in part prior points in my career, like in 2017 with Ecomania. You don't get something for nothing in extremely high yield. It tends to evaporate very quickly, he said. Furthermore, Hoskinson suggested that the proposed purchase of FTX by Binance is not a silver bullet, noting that much work is needed. At the same time, he acknowledged following the drama, the high-profile event will likely attract new scrutiny and a regulatory push. Situations like this, as I mentioned, do tend to invite litigation. They tend to invite regulation, and they tend to invite enormous scrutiny. The purchase of FTX by Binance is no silver bullet. Still many things that have to happen in order for this to be completely clear for the market.
We were just to look at Cardano, there would be nothing but optimism, excitement, and enthusiasm. Unfortunately, Cardano lives embedded within a broader industry that is now having to pay back the price of its excesses, the cost of its excesses. And so that will inevitably hit our ecosystem a little bit. If anything, it'll make it more difficult for the projects building on Cardano to get venture capital. It will make it more difficult to get Fortune 500 and government adoption because they're reluctant to adopt cryptocurrency. It'll make it more difficult to navigate the regulatory reality of the cryptocurrency space, which is already very complicated and mercantile. Complicated and mercurial. Very late here, I'm sorry, and I'm very tired. Been up for a long time. So we're just going to wake up every day and keep chipping away at it and keep pushing forward. And I always try to find ways to keep you guys informed with what I know and also warn you when I see things that are coming that could become problematic.